Hello everyone, welcome back, and today I will be ranking Alice in Chains album tier list. I think I've talked about them before in some of my previous music tier lists, but they are one of my top three favorite bands of all time. And I will be ranking their albums. I've listened to their entire discography. I've listened to all these. And then after this, I might finish listening to Pearl Jam's discography because they're also like a top three favorite band of mine. So let's go ahead and get into this. So starting off with Facelift. Now, Facelift is interesting. The first Alice in Chains album I listened to was Dirt. Then I listened to Jar of Flies. Then I listened to Facelift. Then I listened to this and this and this and this. Um, so Facelift is interesting. The first time I heard it, I liked it better than Dirt on my first listen, but then as I kind of went on, it kind of fell away from me a bit. And as of right now, there's not. Okay, don't get me wrong. There are some great songs off this album. Man in the Box, obviously. Breathe the Freak, obviously. Sea of Sorrow. Put You Down. Um, so there are some great singles off this. Overall, though, not. It's not my favorite. I think the production isn't the greatest. It's definitely not the production compared to this or some of their other albums. Vocals are fantastic. I think it has some of their best vocal performances because Lane Staley is just so freaking anthemic on this album. But overall, I'm not a huge fan of Facelift. I know a lot of people would disagree with me, and as this video goes on, you'll probably continue to disagree with me. Some people say it's their best. I strongly disagree. Okay, I still think it's a great album, and as you know, there's only one album I'll have going to the 7 out of 10. All their albums are good slash great. Just Facelift, not my favorite. Still early on, not my favorite production. Amazing vocals, but overall, just still early on. But still like it a lot. Now next, we have Dirt. And this is a no-brainer. I'm putting Dirt in 10 out of 10. This is my favorite Alice in Chains album. It's a very, very basic take, but, let's be real here. It is, in my opinion, again, Lane Staley, some of their best vocals, some of their best writing, too. You have songs like Rooster, obviously, such a freaking anthemic song. Still have, those great vocal performances like Rain When I Die, and just so many great songs. They're the only song I don't think it's that great as Godsmack, but other than that, every single song on this album is really good. I can start genuinely when people talk about albums, they'll go from 3 song runs, 4 song runs, maybe 5 song runs, but this album is however many songs is this album, 10 or 11. Every single song on this album is a run. It's still great. The first 3 are incredible, but even past that, it just continues to go from Down in a Hole to Sick Man to Rooster, and then it goes on from the title track. The title track still, it's not the best, but it's still really good. Junkhead's really good. Angry Chair's great. Wood is amazing. Yeah. So every part, it's not the first half of Facelift was much better than the second half. Way better than the second half. The second half was kind of mediocre, but for Dirt, the first half is still better, but the second half is still freaking incredible. You cannot disrespect either side of this album. Oh yeah, and I guess I'll mention my top 3 from each album maybe. So for Faceless, my top 3 is probably Man in the Box, Sea of Sorrow, and do I want to say Bleed? Maybe Bleed. I don't know. I don't listen to Facelift a whole lot. Dirt, top 3 probably. Obviously Rooster, maybe Rain When I Die, and then maybe Wood. I really like Damn That River. I really like them, but there's so many songs Down in a Hole. You could the top 3 is you could make that interchangeable with literally anything off this album. It's a 10 out of 10. Pretty much a perfect album. Not a bad song. Great vocals, great writing, all that. Now, next we move on to Jar of Flies. I really like Jar of Flies. The first time I listened to it, I didn't go back to it a whole lot, but there's some songs off here. This album's incredible. It's technically an EP, but it's incredible either way. It's still 8 songs. I would still consider it on par with these album for an album. Obviously Nutshell's the highlight, but also hold on, let me go through the I forget some of these songs really easily for some reason unless I pull up the track list. I promise I'm a ball knower. But obviously Rotten Apples. Rotten Apples is probably my favorite song off the album. You obviously have Don't Follow, Swing on This are amazing. I Stay Away. So like this album is very, 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 very consistent. All the 8 songs are really good on this album. Very laid back, great writing, kind of sad, but also just very calm to listen to. Love the harmonica on Don't Follow. The acoustic guitars that are all over the album are really good. Obviously, top 3 probably Rotten Apple, Nutshell, and Don't Follow. But all these songs are really freaking good. I'm gonna put Jar of Flies an 8 out of 10. So I would put Facelift on like the mid to low 8 out of 10. Jar of Flies is like close to being a 9 out of 10. Really freaking good. You could argue that Jar of Flies is a 9 out of 10. I'd be fine with it. I just like don't go back to it as much as some of these. Now next we have the title album. This album is incredible. I love this album. This album is, I would say, their darkest album, definitely. I mean, from Lane Staley's very just completely tired, like exhausted, like painful, like vocals. He sounds very just out of it and done for this entire album. Very like agonizing. So it's very dark. The lyricism's obviously very dark. From Sludge Factory, nothing. So like all the albums are very about like drug use and stuff. I mean, a lot of their albums are, but this one especially. This one's dark, but the production's great. Very eerie vocals. Definitely like out of all their albums that really have a theme to it, this is probably their best one. This is their most like, I feel like, coordinated album in my opinion. Very like it has a point to it. I mean, all their albums kind of do, but like this one has a very clear concept to this album. Again, the eeriness and some of the songs. Obviously, if I had to name my top 3, Sludge Factory, maybe Nothing Song, Over Now. But you also have Brush Away, Grind, Don't Fall. I mean, well, no, that's on. Sorry, not Don't Follow. Freaking. Why's that gonna blank in my head? Oh yeah, Shame and You's really good. Heaven Beside You, obviously. There are just tons of really, really great songs off this album. Again, very eerie and dark, but amazing. I'm putting this a 9 out of 10. Great album. All right. Now, okay, Sap, I've listened to like once, one time, and from the most part, it was kind of like, most of it was Jerry Cantrell, and it was more similar to that acoustic style from Jar Flies. Now, I haven't listened to this enough to figure out where I'd want to put it. I'd obviously put it behind like, this is true. I'd obviously put it behind Facelift and Jar Flies, but as of where I want to put it, I'm not sure yet. I'll move on. Okay, so this is, I'm not going to count. This is just the MTV Unplugged, which it's really good, but I'm not counting this as a studio album. So I'll leave that up for now. Next, we have Black Gives Way to Blue. And I'm going to be honest, I love this album. This album is incredible. You want to talk about, like, most people think, once a lead singer to a band dies, and especially one of the best, it would be pretty tough finding a way to get another vocalist and just for the band to continue on in general. But they did it successfully, and not only that, they freaking killed it. I listened to this album so much ever since I first listened to it. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, I think Jerry, especially talk about Jerry Cantrell, like Alice in Chains has some of the best vocalists in rock, and Jerry Cantrell is still one of them. He is so good, like especially on like Your Decision, on the intro, New Beginning. Or not, it's not called a New Beginning. That's a lyric in the song, but it's not called that. All Secrets Known. His vocals on All Secrets Known, Your Decision, and Black Gives Way to Blue are all so good. Jerry Cantrell also has great vocals on all these albums, especially Jar Flies, but on Black Gives, I think he has his best moments on Black Gives Way to Blue. The way he coordinates with William Duvall is just incredible, and the production, it might be their best produced. I'm not sure. It might be their best produced album. I'm not even sure yet. But dude, there's some freaking incredible. I mean, from Check My Brain, Last of My Kind, Your Decision, Looking in View, Acid Bubble, Lesson Learned, Take it. Like, you just go through the entire track list, especially Private Hell. Like, so many amazing songs off this album. If I had to get my top three, I'd probably say Check My Brain, Private Hell, and maybe Your Decision, or no, not Your Decision, probably Last of My Kind. I don't know, but again, you could change on your top three in this album from wherever. This album is freaking incredible. William Duvall does a really good. I mean, of course, he's not Lane Staley, but for a for a replacement, dude, he does about as good as you could possibly do. His vocals are really good. The production's insane. I'm putting this out of Tripod now. I know a lot of people think that's a hot take, but honestly, bro, this album is so, like, I go to back this album all the time. It's just so freaking good. Next, we have The Devil's Put Dinosaurs here. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of this album. It's very long. All the songs are quite long. It feels like it tries to kind of be a little bit like the title album, but it doesn't do it quite as well. I'm not, obviously there are some great songs off here, and it's still a good album. Don't get me wrong. There's great songs. Stone Voices is pretty good. Hung on a Hook and Choke. Phantom Limb's okay. Hollow's okay. There's not a lot of great songs on this album. Again, I think it's fine. I think it's good. It's just not any of these. Absolutely not. I'm gonna put it 7 out of 10. It's my least favorite Alice in Chains album. Again, not bad, just not anything I'd really go back to that often. It feels a little bit too long, and just kind of feels like another Tripod, but a little bit worse. Now, next we have, do I want to rank Sap? I'll probably not rank Sap because I feel like it's 5 songs, and I don't know. But last is Rainier Fog. Rainier Fog's good. I listened to it like a couple days ago. I think it's better than obviously a Devil Put Dinosaurs here. I think it's a bit more similar to Black Gives Way to Blue. There are some. I haven't listened to any of the songs since I first listened to the album. I need to listen to it a bit more to really get my opinions. But the title track, Red Giant Fly. There actually are a lot of really good songs on here. Never Fades, pretty good. Maybe probably there are some not great songs on here, but overall I'd say this album's pretty solid. I'll definitely have to listen to it some more to get my full opinions, but on first listen I'd probably put it an 8 out of 10 at the lower end. So yeah, this has been my Alice in Chains album tier list ranking. If y'all say the whole time, thanks for watching, and I will maybe be doing a Pearl Jam tier list in the future after I listen to their whole discography. And yeah, Alice in Chains, great band, and I will see you all in my next video. Adios.